I practice yoga almost exclusively alone. It has always been that way. Since I was a teenager, I started practicing with videos, DVDs, or not even, I think it was VHS tapes. And then after I took a several-year break from doing anything, when I got back to it, I just practiced with the guidance of my own body. And after that, then I started looking for more videos. I used Elo Moves, and I would match them to specifically what I was looking for, right? And it just always felt right for me. Now, that is not to say that I think everyone should just only practice alone at home and never go to class. I don't mean that at all. I think classes can be amazing. I think that it can be a nice way to connect to others, right? I think that's one of the best things about it, really. Because, yeah, of course, there's physical benefits, there's mental benefits, there's emotional benefits from going to a class. But having that connection with the other people in the class, I really think that there is something really beautiful about that. So I do believe that. I have gone to classes. There are a couple teachers only on Kopangan. That's the only place in the whole world I go to classes. But there are a couple teachers there that their classes are always amazing. I always feel so good when I go, and I always practice by myself, both before and after. Every single teacher training I went to, I practiced by myself in the morning before the training started. Even when we started at 5 in the morning at my last training, I woke up at 3 so that I could do at least a little bit before everything else. It's just really important to me to have that time alone. So I am someone who spends most of my time alone in general. So it makes sense that also I like to practice yoga alone. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to share a little bit about how that experience has been for me over the past few years at least. So, like I said, even before I became a yoga teacher, before I got really into it, I did still practice alone. I would do it as part of my workout, as kind of like a post-workout. I would just do a little yoga flow, and I didn't really think that much about it, to be honest. But since I became a teacher, and I was taught actually at my first teacher training that traditionally that is the way to practice, right? So traditionally in yoga, you're a yogi, you go to the caves, and the reason for practicing inside of the caves is because it is a way and protects you from all other energies, right? You can be in your own energy, and when you're in your own energy, then you have a more clear sense of what you and only you need to do for your body, for your mind, and for your soul, right? And so my practice doesn't look the same every day, right? It did at one point in time. Before I became a teacher for like several years, actually, I kind of just did the same thing every day. And it was maintenance, right? I was maintaining. But then since I got deeper, since I learned more, did different trainings, then I got the tools that I was missing, right, to add to my own intuition, to then give myself the practice that I need every single day. So now I want to talk about why I teach exclusively on YouTube. I do not teach classes. and it's for the same reason. Because if I have a class of 20, 30, however many people, not everybody needs the same thing. And so yeah, I could, of course, I can come up with some amazing sequence and everyone is going to think it's great, maybe. Though, I don't know if you've taken my classes or not before, but probably most people are going to think it's a little bit too hard, right? Anyway, I digress. So, instead, I create classes here so that I can make them for something specific, right? So that I can make it for feeling a certain thing. I can make it for addressing a certain thing in your body. I can make it for a specific time of year. Right? Like, look through my catalog of classes. It's all for something so that you can match the experience that you're having to the class and you can give yourself what you need through me. And if I am doing my job correctly, something that I'm always trying to do, even in my beginner classes, is to teach you how to tap into your own body, your own mind, and learn how to give yourself what you need. Even if you're in the class being guided by me, and then, right, once you learn more, then you can practice completely alone as well, giving yourself completely what you need, maybe because I taught you how to do so. And that is the thing that I would love most, I think, from having this channel, is just having thousands, millions of people around the world learning how to give themselves what they need in their sadhana, in their daily practice every day, because I taught them how and I gave them the confidence to do that. So I think that's pretty much what I have to say about that. And yeah, so thank you for listening to my little spiel. Thank you for practicing with me, for being here with me, and I do hope that I am helping you to find that confidence, to give you that skills that you need in order to give yourself the most amazing experience that you deserve every single day. All right, I will see you in the next class and or lecture with so much love. Namaste.